How you doing, everybody? Hope everyone's blessed. I hope everyone's well. This is just a follow-up video. As we're aware, we've all been watching all over the internet, and I'm sure every single one of us are all watching with a very close eye what's been happening with the beast of the UK at the minute, AXEL, RUDAKABANA, the insect banana. Yeah. Now, everyone's seen some different conflicting reports. I believe. I've tried doing some research. I've got a lot of pals everywhere, as you can imagine. And some are saying he's been done in this HMP Manchester. Yeah. Some kids are saying he's been proper wrote off. The screws have unlocked his door on purpose, yeah. And some kids have wrote him off when he's gone in there straight away, in HMP Manchester. And then... But then I've asked a few other kids, and they've turned around saying they haven't heard no. You know what I mean? And I'd rather just put the straight out honesty to you guys. I think honesty is best policy. You know? So yeah, there's some conflicting reports, but there's been no one who's been on who's confirmed to me, who's seen with their own eyes what's happened. So at minute, I think it's just a bit of smoke and mirrors, to be honest with you. So he'll be watched like a hawk, like a hawk. Don't get me wrong. Do you know if they would have sent him to HMP Hull? Jeez. Oh, you know what I mean? This is probably the only time I'd agree a bit of screw justice, you know what I mean? Because the screws in Hull would absolutely smoke him. You know what I mean? There'd be nothing left of him. You know what I mean? There'd be nothing left of him. He'd be beat up daily down that block every day. And you know what? So he should. I mean, I don't agree with usually screw brutality, but... Well, I don't agree with screw brutality unless it's on a beast. So, I don't... You know, people do what they got to do, bits and bobs of violence. I don't believe in this day and age anyone should be getting murdered anyway or killed off anyway. Unless you're a beast. Unless you've killed kids, you know what I mean? Unless you've severely molested children and raped and killed kids. There's no point. You know what I mean? Be a man, have a fight. You win some, you lose some, whatever, do you know what I mean? It is what it is. You know what I mean? And if you're too scared to take a beating and whatever it is, mate, you know what I mean? Plankwood reactions or whatever, do you know what I mean? Never hurt anyone now and again. I'm not saying do it like, but it's a lot better than all these dickheads what's going around stabbing people and shooting people and that. Yeah, there's no need, man, you know what I mean? The lads are running around shooting fucking lads at fucking 7 stone, 8 stone wet through. What's all that about? You know what I mean? Just be a man and get out. Rock up, have a fight, man. You know what I mean? Have a bit of balls about yourself. You know what I mean? You feel better about it, trust me. You can do it. You know what I mean? And if you can't, you take a China and that. The amount of respect what you get off people is unreal anyway. So, it is what it is. You know what I mean? And then, I always think this, well, it don't usually happen because where I am here now, fucking I've been having it out with my hands for years. And every time I put everyone just seems to come at me with everything in its son. Guns, knives, everything. Oh, I'm not fighting him. No way, no way. You know what I mean? But they've got no balls. You know what I mean? It's just how it is in life. You know what I mean? You gain all the respect from it. You know what I mean? They just look like idiots. But fucking, yeah. Anyways, long story short in like, one story short now. So, the digging on AXEL, the banana. I've heard now he's obviously in Belmarsh. Yeah. Now, I know what you're going to ask me straight away. Yeah. You're going to ask me, will it be done in Belmarsh? Right, he'll be in segregation at the minute on GOAD because he'll be a triple Cat A prisoner. Yeah, he'll be on a 6-man unlock. I mean, he'll be on a suicide watch. And they'll be waiting. He'll probably be down there for about 6 months. Unless there's segregation orders, risk one of the jobs and do him in. You know what I mean? I can't see really no one getting to him. Because you're like in a dungeon within a dungeon. Especially in Belmarsh. There's two different segregation blocks in Belmarsh. There's one normal segregation block, and then there's the worst of the worst, where if you remember another scumbag, the one who killed Lee Rigby in the middle of London, diced him up, and then did the video. You know Lee Rigby, the soldier who ran over and killed on the streets and chucked him up. He's in there 24/7 because he can't be housed on another wing because he's absolute scum. Now, I don't want to put a dampener on anyone's spirits, but I'd rather just give you God's honest truth. You know what I mean? I think the public deserve it. Now, these people can't go on normal wings. Yeah, they have to. It's like there's a section, yeah, where you can't see the other prisoners, but it's behind bulletproof screens. It's like a mini wing for segregation for the Cates in Belmarsh there. And now, if AXEL RUDAKABANA is around people like him, who killed Lee Rigby, and they share that, well, can I say it? Can I not? Well, yeah, if they share their same belief and ideology, yeah, then you know the story, guys. He's not going to turn on the other one. You know what I mean? They just join up. You know what I mean? It's what you call the Brotherhood Gang, yeah? You know what I mean? And that's what they do. Now, there's a lot of Brotherhood Gang on normal location, yeah, where normal wings, they're all together. You know what I mean? Especially in the dispersal jails, Frankland, Whitemoor, Long Larton, all these places, they stick together, yeah. And if you are a part of that culture, yeah, they all look after one another, yeah. That is a known fact. Anyone will tell you the same if anyone's ever been in dispersal system, yeah. Dispersal, guys, for anyone that doesn't know, is a lifer's jail. You've only got 5 dispersal jails in the UK. You know what I mean? 5 main dispersals anyway. But if you have got life, you can go to other jails, such as like Loudon Grange and places like that, and Wakefield and what have you. But the main ones, as obviously, like I said, you got your Frankland, Long Larton, Whitemoor, blah 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 blah. Yeah, and but anyways, if this geezer gets around these people, which I can't see the CT police letting it happen, because you have a lot of CT officers in these jails, in Cat A prisons, yeah. Anyone that doesn't know what a CT officer is, it's a counter-terrorism officer. Now, I've been there in certain jails when CT officers have turned up late on at night, one's in the morning, open the door, right, and you're going bang, they've put the cuffs on someone and gone, who you didn't even expect. You know what I mean? And you can be just ghosted anywhere. You know what I mean? I don't think it takes a genius why CT police would be interested in the banana. But my guess is this, yeah? There's going to be prisoners in there. He's a trophy, yeah? He is a trophy. Just think it that way. He is a trophy. You know what I mean? If I was in there, I'd look at him as a trophy. If you take him, you take the limelight, and the public will love you. You know what I mean? Yeah. You'd probably in this country, you'd probably get screwed over, and they'd probably give you an extra fucking 6 to 12 months on your sentence anyway, just for doing something like that. You get me? Because let's face it, we are a backward society. You know what I mean? And yeah, but it just have to be done. I just think it would be worth it. You know what I mean? Just to take him out just for the 6 months, just rip him up, blah blah blah. But it's a lot less than what he deserves. Now, some of these lifers who know they're not getting out, who are doing the full HMP tariff, they've got no release date. They're in there and said you're in there till the day you die. Now, there's a lot of people who's got that sentence who doesn't share that ideology and don't share their same belief, if you know what I'm talking about, guys. I've got to be careful with my words. You know what I mean? So, if these people do come across him, yeah, and I've come across some of them people myself, and I know some of them people are up that way down south, then I have got no doubts in my mind they will end him. And I mean seriously end him, they'll kill him. You know what I mean? And they will. Like, what happens in dispersal jails, what it's known for, same as like Full Sutton's one of them. What they do is usually, I told you about blocking the cameras out, didn't I? And lads running in there with mass. What they usually do is kill them by asphyxiation. When they get on, they strangle them, kill them there to death, and they don't hardly show no marks. So they grab them, they kill them, and then they put them back in the bed. Now, screws know not to keep on bothering these type of people who are in there for life, because they're walking on eggshells with them. They've got nothing to lose. They could kill a screw. They can kill a governor. And what are you going to do? You're going to chuck him down block for 6 months on a good order and discipline, 42 days, before he could even be possibly shipped out. And then that's it. They're in another establishment then, and they start fresh, and they can kill again, and they can kill again. The only downside is for them why they don't do this thing, because they get the TV took off them, and they get all the luxuries took away, and they're basically just living in a box, feeling shit, have no vapes, no nothing. Yeah, but someone who's radical, who don't care, can just quite easily kill you. And what are you going to do? You're going to give someone life who's already doing life. They've got no to lose. You know what I mean? They could kill you in an heartbeat. And don't ever get that twisted. You know what I mean? They can kill you. And it's serious as that. So what they do is, when they go in the cells to kill them, it's happened a couple of times in Full Sutton the same way. Same as Whitemore, Franklin, numerous times. And then they put them back in bed. Now, when they put them back in bed, they'll put the quilt over them, put the bed over them, make out they're asleep, and then they put RIC usually on the door. Now, RIC, for anyone who doesn't know what it is, especially in dispersal jail systems, is resting cell. Resting cell can mean you're poorly, you've got COVID, you've got flu, or you just don't want to be disturbed. Now, a lot of times when you see RICs and that on cells, especially for lifers, you know what I mean, or people who's high-profile crimes. So when these nonces do get killed in prison, when they get found, people who's doing like 27 years, 30 years, 35 years, the screws won't bother them. They'll just shut the door and they'll just leave them in there. They don't want to be hassled. They'll just be left alone. And then what happens is, after a day or two, after usually next day, usually roll count, when the screws go and check on them, and then obviously they'll find them dead or what have you, they start messing up the time of death, if that makes sense. So they can't pin it down who exactly got killed. Cameras are blocked out. That's how they move on you in them dispersals. And a lot of things, yeah, you don't listen. I promise you now, a lot of people, even in films, they say rapes don't happen in jail. I'm telling you now, in these dispersals, rapes do happen in jail. You know what I mean? In men's jail, they do. You know what I mean? When they're full HMP tariffs and they're lifed off 35 years, and some weak kid, innocent kid comes on, or even a nonce, yeah, or a paedophile, don't get it twisted. You know what I mean? They do. You know what I mean? It happens. You know what I mean? They get raped, and possibly he's only a little guy, banana. You know what I mean? He's around there with some fucking serious, dangerous dudes in Belmarsh, let me tell you. You know what I mean? There's some fucking evil, dangerous serial killers, bastards in Belmarsh, and they will not think twice about raping him, killing him when they get him. So he's always going to have that fear in the back of his head, and so he should. You know what I mean? For what he's done. You know what I mean? So he should. That's the price he paid when he took them little girls' lives. You know what I mean? For him to be looking over his shoulder and not have a decent night's sleep, knowing what's going to happen to him. You know what I mean? And what's coming his way. And probably the justice off the screws. So don't get it twisted. You know what I mean? I've had it with the screws. I've had it with the screws in near enough every jail. You know what I mean? You're in their private establishment, yeah? The governor goes out drinking with these people, tells you what to do. Camera, CCTV evidence goes missing. But CCTV evidence in jail ain't called CCTV, it's called VICOM. Yeah, so basically, when you go down for your blocking and nicking, they say, oh, here we've got the VICOM evidence, blah, blah, blah. Anyone who knows this knows can back it up, what I'm saying. And yeah, when they give you a nicking sheet, they've got like 48 hours to get you in that nicking. If they don't get you in that nicking, you can win on technicalities. It's like a mini court down at the segregation, what you got to fight. Another word for it's called an adjudication. Now, my guess is they're going to have him, this banana, down the block for 42 days just for the prison system to settle down and chill, because they know people are gaining his blood. Now, I reckon the screws have already given him a good hiding anyway. You know what I mean? 100%. It would have took a good hiding somewhere, but that's not enough. You know what I mean? He should be put on normal location and let men like myself and proper serious kids deal with him. You know what I mean? Everyone knows that, but he won't. They won't want the hassle with the press, and they won't want the hassle with the public. So no doubt he's going to go on a bacon wing, a VP wing. Yeah. So when he goes on this VP wing, yeah. When he goes on this VP wing, it's all going to depend. The psychopaths on there who are sexual predators, you know what I mean, he's going to more than likely get raped on there anyway. You know what I mean? Or killed. But if It all depends if the screws look after him or not. If the screws and the governor look after him and put him on a wing with the same people who share the same ideology. Now, remember, Belmarsh in London, yeah? And I think we all know what I'm on about, yeah? There's a lot of people on them VP and Bacon wings who share the same beliefs as he does and who's done same type of atrocities what he has, i.e. the guys who killed Lee Rigby are all on them wings there, yeah? So if he gets in with them, they're going to look after him. And they are. And no one's going to mess about with them because the butcher soldiers on Middle Streets and the fucking barbarians, yeah? It's as simple as that. And life's cheap for them, you know what I mean? These guys will walk on the street, kill you stone dead in front of your kids, kill your kids as well. You know what I mean? They don't care. They don't care, man. You know what I mean? And it's the same in jail. They'll do it to you in jail as well. You know what I mean? But you won't get to see these people because obviously they're protected, the VPs, unless you catch one slipping on healthcare or visits. You know what I mean? But high profile ones like Banana and the fellow who killed Lee Rigby and all them, they're usually on a 6-man screw escort if they've got to go anywhere to healthcare anyway. So you'd only get a couple of punches on them anyway before the screws dived all over you, no matter what. You know, and everyone knows that. If you're a triple cat A, double cat A, you're 6-man unlock. You know what I mean? So all these chatting shit all over the internet videos don't have a clue till you've actually been there. I've been there and I've done it and I've worn a fucking t-shirt a million times. You know what I mean? And I'm telling you exactly how it is. Now, you're always going to get a warrior, a lone soldier. You've got a lot of deathheads as well, don't forget, on these horrible VP wings. People who's ripped drug dealers off for millions of pounds on, and super grassers who's put statements in and sent people to jail for years. These type of people could be on there and they could think, you know what, I could redeem this anyhow. You know what I mean? If I end this guy, you know what I mean, things would be good for me, pass and restore the reputation. And there can be a quiet psychopath on there. There's people, don't forget, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. There's people on them wings who's got serious bad mental health, schizophrenic killers who Broadmoor and Rampton have let down and they've put onto them wings, yeah, because they can't go on normal location because they are generally a fucking psychopath. I have seen lads screaming for 3-4 days without no sleep with fucking big, massive knives in their hands. What they've already made up like machetes, homemade machetes, yeah? There is some naughty people. You're in jail, mate. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? You're in a cat A jail as well. There's some fucking dangerous kids. And but I hope so. I hope he gets his justice. Only time can tell. I can't see him lasting from now till Christmas, yeah, without a fucking very serious major attack. You know what I mean? If they can get to the Yorkshire Ripper, they can get to him, yeah? We've seen what happened to the Yorkshire Ripper. But same with Brady, though. Brady with the Moors murders with Maya Inley. You know what I mean? He had to stay down segregation for his own safety. And he went on fucking hunger strike, the coward, yeah? You know what I mean? Had to put a pipe and force feed his food down his pipe because he was trying to kill himself all the time. Because he didn't have the balls to even go on a nonce wing. Because even the nonces turned on him. It was same with the Rotherham sex gang. When the Rotherham sex gang was in Marshgate, before I got barred from Marshgate, because I've been barred from all my local jails. I've been barred from Marshgate, I've been barred from Moorlands, I've been barred from Lindholme, and I've been barred from Hatfield Open. You know what I mean? For multiple assaults, for parcels, for drones, for visits, and just for notorious violence for what I've done. You know what I mean? I'm barred from all my Doncaster jails. So my locals is now Hull, Notts, Leicester, Winson Green, Birmingham. I'm on tour, mate. You know what I mean? But I don't plan on ever going back. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's where it goes. But my guess is this, guys. You can't believe what you hear in all these videos and all the papers. Until you see it, believe it. Now, fingers crossed, I hope it gets done. If there's anyone in this world what deserves proper jail justice, it's him. 100%. 100,000,000%. Because he's going to do it again. You know what I mean? Who looks at a child on the street and thinks I'm going to kill that child? You know what I mean? No human being. You know what I mean? Who looks at a child and thinks, oh, I'm going to rape that child? No human being. You know what I mean? Beast. You know what I mean? Straight beast. You know what I mean? Straight, my eyes. If I had a pass and I had a law, and the fucking police or the government said to me, you got a law that day, I'd easily grab every one of them, I'd take them on a field, I'd douse them in unleaded, and I'd light them up. And I'd watch it. And I'd just sit there and I'd just watch it. You know what I mean? And I won't get no thought of mine. I couldn't give a shit. I mean, cause that's the very minimum what they deserve for what they do. Rape and kill kids, that's what happened. Now, anyone who knows anyone's in Belmarsh and everything there, I think everyone knows the same as a trophy. Let's fingers crossed, guys, that this fucking banana gets fixed and that this fucking country gets fixed as well with it. You know what I mean? Pardon our people, let them fucking out.